Welcome, and y'all tuned in to another edition of Homage Speaks. So it's only fitting that when homages do, I pay it, and I broadcast to you live from the Homage Dome. And today I want to talk about Russell Westbrook, aka the Russ Gawd, and Kevin Durant. A recent quote has surfaced on the internet and the blogs pertaining to Russell Westbrook's feelings about Kevin Durant being the best player in the world. And it pretty much sums up that they were up 3-1 against the Warriors, and all of a sudden, now that he's on the Warriors, he's the best player in the world, but he wasn't the best player in the world prior to that or in that series. Well, let me respond to that. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to ruffle some feathers and make some people upset. But that's cool. That's what I'm here to do. Kevin Durant is my favorite player. So I have to admit that in the games of 5, 6, and 7, he was pressing, he folded, and he was a shell of himself in the biggest moment. Very similar to what LeBron James is doing right now. Kevin Durant's behavior was uncharacteristic, and I believe we all would agree to that. What he did in games 5, 6, and 7 last year, the Western Conference Finals, is something that he doesn't do. And I'm here to tell you that just because he's on the Golden State Warriors right now on this stage, he's doing what he always do. He's doing what he's always done. Now he has improved as a player, which you should do from year to year. He has improved as a rebounder and as a shot blocker, but that's only because, as far as the shot blocking is concerned, this team has asked him to shot block. He wasn't asked to be the premier rim protector for a team defensively, schematically wise, because they had Serge Ibaka. But that's neither here nor there. But let's be clear. It looks like apart, Russell Westbrook is the best version of himself, and Kevin Durant is the best version of himself. Let's go deeper. When Russell Westbrook was injured and Kevin Durant had a whole season by himself, he was the MVP of the league. And without a doubt, he was the best player in the game. He just lost to a Spurs team that went up against the Spurs, who was healthy, hungry, and hell bent on revenge with a hurt Ibaka and a recovering Russell Westbrook. So he was not able to propel them in that series, even though he played miraculously in that series. No different than LeBron is playing right now. Then Kevin Durant, he gets injured. We see the best version of Russ Gawd, where he just had all those triple doubles and he helped lead the Thunder to a 41-41 record, but they did not make the playoffs. And that's when Anthony Davis made his playoff debut just to get smacked by the Warriors. Fast forward now. Kevin Durant is with Golden State. Prior to his injury, he was averaging 26 a game, shooting 54% from the field, leading the team in scoring, leading the team in rebounding, leading the team in blocks. I mean, he was doing everything that you asked him to do as a player. Then let's fast forward to Russ Gawd. Oh, man. Russ Gawd led the league in scoring, second in the league in assists, about to be the regular season MVP. What Russ Gawd did set the triple-double record, set one of the hardest records to set, broke and set one of the hardest records to achieve in basketball without Kevin Durant. Maybe it was time for these two players that have outgrown one another to move on to greater pastures. And because Kevin Durant made the best decision for him, no different than LeBron James made for himself, no different than Tim Duncan made for himself. Let's not forget Michael Jordan did have conversations with the New York Knicks, but his organization came to the rescue and saved that situation. No different than Kobe Bryant had a conversation with with several basketball teams, but because he had the no trade clause and the trades that were being proposed that he wasn't in favor of, his organization ended up getting it right and righting that ship and building a roster to get him towards a championship. Shaq made a decision to go to another city. He didn't. He left. He didn't say, "Let me stick it out and stick with Penny and Nick Anderson and Horace Grant and my main man Dennis Scott." No, I'm just gonna go Shaq. I'm just gonna jump ship. I'm gonna go to play with the Lakers. They drafted Kobe. They had Nick the Quick. They had Eddie Jones. So he went to a real good situation. They just didn't have the best coach at the time, even though Dale Harris, he's not a trash coach. Rudy C is not a trash coach, but they wasn't the best coach for the personnel that they had or would eventually get. So let's be clear here. Russell, I see your comments, and I'm going to respond to you as this. Kevin Durant was missing, but so was you. What was those triple doubles that you are known for? That's all you're known for right now. You're not known for being a champion. You're not known anymore for just being a player that plays hard. You are known for getting them triple doubles, and you didn't get one in the playoffs last season or in one of those games. But I will agree that KD let you down. But guess what? You let him down too. And what you need to do is sit back, relax, enjoy the show, because he's going to put on another one tonight. And when Golden State get this win, you got more fuel. You got more fuel and more motivation than you ever had before to get to the top. But what you better do is get on the horn with the Jimmy Butlers of the world and the Paul Georges of the world and convince them that you're not what everybody think that you are, which is this egocentric, shot-taking, bad shot-making, bad shot-taking superstar of a basketball player, and get one of those guys in there so you can go right back to where you're supposed to be and be the number 2 team in the West and go see Kevin for yourself. And then when y'all meet head to head and you take care of him, then you make sure you tell him to his face that you're better than him. And he'll never be better than you. But last time I checked, he ain't scored 40 points 2 times this season. And it was against your team. Want to know why? Because y'all start talking that shit. And he gave it to y'all. And he really spared y'all because the 40 was easy. He got hot the first game. He started sparking. Then he cooled out. He said, that's enough. They don't need to really see me. They don't need to really see me angry. But tonight, this series, basketball world, I don't know if y'all looked in the eyes of Kevin Durant, but all the hate, all the hate that he got from the decision that he made, all the years of him finishing second, all the years of him being the underdog, all the years that nobody seen him for the greatness that he is. Newsflash for y'all. He finna do it tonight. And I'm sorry, LeBron fans, that it's at the expense of you guys, because you guys have been great. You guys have been great supporters of LeBron, and y'all been great for the NBA. But it's time for y'all to get down or lay down. And with that being said, this marks another edition of Homage Speaks.